Welcome to a new video, guys. In today's video, I would like to bring you some quick recap about the Intel as an earnings vehicle name. Because we are going into earnings season, so there is going to be plenty of individual names and stocks which are going to have increased volatility during the day. And I'm going to show you how you could trade one of the potential signal from the volume analysis, which I was explaining in the video before. So let's get into a platform. Let's have a look for real chart examples, and I'm going to show you Intel break of new low of the day with elevated volume followed by retest, and that's exactly the spot where you short the Intel and take very nice chunk of the profit. So let's break it down entire price action. So we had the earnings call on Thursday, last Thursday, 23rd of July. The initial momentum was to the upside because the numbers were great, but then they say we are going to increase the capex. And the capex is really a problem, a big problem for these AI companies because they can't keep demand with the AI without increasing the capex and the spendings. So immediately we start selling down in afternoon market hours, and once we open, we try to held the bid a little bit. We goes to the sideways, but then you have to mark where we start. We start around like 100, very psychological level, 100 level. And once we start breaking at the open 100 level, which is right here, we start selling down very aggressively. We went from 100 all the way down to 96. I'm going to zoom in for only specific that following day. So this is the price action following day in the pre-market, including pre-market on a Friday. And once we start approaching to very close to the open, we break new low from the pre-market with very heavy selling candle. And that's your initial signal, okay, the sellers might be there and might be in control. Once we open the first candle and another confirmation of the sellers was definitely the second candle with even higher elevated volume to the downside, okay? This is your another signal the sellers are very in control in this chart. Once we approach level 96, we try to establish the bottom for buyers. The buyers try to hold the bid at the 96 level, and we went into sideways consolidation from pretty much from 9:35 all the way to 12 o'clock after 12 o'clock. So almost like a 3 hours of consolidation. But where is the signal? The signal is in this specific candle. Again, elevated volume to the downside. And this is very important candle because it's happening through the major 96 level. We identify this level as a 96 level where the buyers trying to hold the bid, where buyers trying to protect the 96 price level, and we break them. We break them with the elevated volume to the downside. Now, where is your signal? Where is your trade? Where you start shorting the Intel? You just wait for following price action or following pullback close to your selling candle, which is right this 1220 candle or 1215 candle. And this is your pullback number one. This is your pullback number two, where you can start short the Intel. And it is much lower risk than shorting from the open, because if you short the open price action, you have to risk this candle, I would say 103 level. So it's pretty much like more than $2, maybe $1.50 level, $1.50 risk. But if you short this pullback, you can short 96 and you can risk 50 cents, 96.5, okay? Or you can risk the high of this elevated volume candle to the downside. So after 2 p.m., we start breaking to new low of the day, breaking 95, and that's your confirmation that we are creating what we call the second leg to the downside. So all you have to do in these scenarios is be a little bit more patient, because everybody is complaining the earnings names are trading so fast, they are so illiquid at the open, so spready. It's not really true. All you have to do is just be patient. Be patient and wait for afternoon trades as well, because they are valid. So many people, they don't trade afternoon market because they think there is no enough volatility. That's absolutely not true, especially if you start focusing on the names in play. Guys, hopefully it helped you to understand what I trade personally. I just focus on elevated volume through the major levels such as high of the day, new low of the day, and I just wait for a pullback and shorting or buying the pullback. That's all you have to do and start making some money on the market. Thank you very much for watching, and I will bring you more trade recaps like this one. So stay tuned and like and subscribe this channel.